In the quest for harmony with universal laws, particularly the law of attraction, many people seek ways to attract abundance and fulfillment into their lives. However, there are hidden habits that can imperceptibly undermine the effects of this powerful tool, creating obstacles to the desired well-being and prosperity. Below, we will consider the most common of these obstacles, which will allow everyone seeking self-realization to open new horizons for the application of the law of attraction in their lives. One of the most significant obstacles to effectively utilizing the law of attraction is neglecting the present moment. Too often, people find themselves absorbed in thinking about past events or dreaming about the future, losing sight of the value and potential of the present moment. It is in the present moment, in each fleeting moment, that the key to endless possibilities and a wealth of choices lies. However, when the mind is preoccupied with regrets about the past or anxieties about the future, these opportunities slip away, going unnoticed. The magic of manifestation has its origins in at the core of human existence lies the present, not just a fleeting stage on the road to a possible bright future, but a treasure trove of fulfillment and genuine joy in its own right. Through deep immersion in the present, man establishes an unbreakable connection with the universe. This connection, rich and multifaceted, strengthens the effect of the law of attraction, bringing into harmony the desires and generous gifts of the universe. People, without realizing it, weaken this powerful connection when they allow their minds to move uncontrollably through time. And only the realization that the true key to power, fulfillment, and satisfaction lies in the ability to anchor oneself in the present moment can dramatically transform a person's life. As Bill Keane wisely noted, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a priceless gift, which is why we call it the present. Hidden in the depths of the human psyche is a complex system of memories, experiences, and personal histories that form a unique identity. However, there's a dangerous tendency to cling to painful images, stories of past suffering and trauma that have left an indelible mark on the soul. At the very heart of this compulsive craving for suffering is the human ego's need to find its uniqueness and meaning in narratives of life's trials. This becomes a willingly erected prison where past despair defines current behaviors, overshadowing every attempt to break free. Instead of directing attention to the limitless possibilities of the present moment, many allow these stories of anguish to repeat endlessly, forming an endless cycle that stifles the energy of creation. In fact, this ongoing attachment to past pain often becomes a major obstacle to personal growth. Ironically, some people need a crisis, a fateful turning point, to finally break this self-made cage. It is like a dam bursting, releasing years of accumulated pain and opening the way to renewal. When one realizes that one's true self extends beyond these narratives, beyond the boundaries of the ego, a dramatic shift in consciousness occurs. This newfound perspective forms a fresh outlook on life, where past suffering no longer weighs or limits. The thirst for change and the bright vision of what is to come need not fade under the oppression of bygone days. However, getting rid of burdensome self-identification does not mean erasing the past or fleeing from memory. Rather, it is the realization that human nature is not limited to sad episodes. It is possible to accept the past as a given, to learn valuable lessons, but not to let it dictate the terms of the present or the future. Realizing that one's mission in life is to constantly evolve and improve oneself helps to free oneself from the shackles of self-limiting beliefs. It is important to remember, pain is an integral part of life, but suffering is a personal choice for everyone. Refusal of suffering is the true manifestation of acceptance of the law of attraction. A significant obstacle to effectively utilizing the law of attraction is the tendency to blame and create negative scenarios. Sometimes it seems easier to find someone to blame or make up a story that portrays the person as the eternal victim. These behaviors arise from over-identification with the mind and its incessant stream of thoughts, when external circumstances or past events become a constant source of negativity. The burden of responsibility for the situation lies entirely on the individuals themselves. This vicious circle not only paralyzes a person's ability to realize his or her aspirations, but also plunges him or her into the abyss of negative energy. Being in a constant state of blame and pessimistic thinking is akin to sowing seeds in infertile soil. Regardless of the efforts made, the results rarely meet expectations. However, realizing that the real problems exist in the present moment, while many perceive them to be mere creations of the mind, can bring liberation. There is a reorientation from what is lacking to what is available and feasible. Realizing that most problems are ephemeral, that they exist primarily in the mind, allows energy to be directed toward practical solutions. True adherence to the law of attraction requires a conscious rejection of blame in favor of a proactive approach, where problems are seen as opportunities rather than insurmountable obstacles. In the pursuit of material wealth, many unwittingly erect. Many people erect barriers to the abundance that the law of attraction promises them, often unknowingly. It often happens that the unquenchable thirst for more turns into bitter disappointment, as aptly summarized in the saying, "The ego is always hungry and never satisfied." Doesn't this relentless pursuit of material possessions set off a flywheel of endless dissatisfaction that overshadows even the most dazzling wealth? In this vicious cycle, the true essence of abundance and prosperity is buried under the burden of worldly passions. Shifting priorities and adopting a philosophy that goes beyond primitive greed prepares fertile ground where the seeds of the law of attraction can germinate and flourish. Isn't there true wealth beyond the material world? In the treasury of experience, the warmth of human relationships, and harmony with the pulsating rhythm of the present moment. Manifesting what is desired from a state of inner wholeness, rather than from a gaping void, becomes not just an option, but an entire spiritual quest. It is a path to conscious creation that intertwines not only. The pursuit of material values should not overshadow the development of spiritual wealth, the achievement of inner harmony and appreciation of the bounty that life bestows on everyone. In the cycle of everyday concerns, it is easy to lose sight of the true meaning of existence when the relentless pursuit of achievements becomes a priority. Society often focuses people on external successes, overshadowing the deeper aspects of the inner world, leaving them undeveloped and unclaimed. Neglecting one's true essence, the spark of consciousness that burns within, leads to the extinguishing of the bright flame of life. Doesn't such denial interfere with the natural flow of abundance, prosperity, and sincere heart connection, which are the foundation of the law of attraction? Beyond visible reality, the essence of being rises up, transcending all boundaries, and penetrates into the realm of deep inner wisdom and boundless creativity. In this space, the harmonious rhythm of life unfolds in its fullness, unshackled by the chains of external approval and the pursuit of material wealth. In this regard, it is appropriate to recall the words of Epicurus. Man is not so much concerned with real events as with his perceptions of them. When one reflects on the fact that man suffers not so much from real problems as from imaginary anxieties connected with them, one involuntarily realizes the tremendous power of inner harmony and self-awareness. Establishing a strong connection with this deeper self becomes the fertile ground on which the law of attraction manifests its miracles. Alignment with this core sends outward vibrations that, like a quiet whisper, reach the depths of the universe, attracting abundance, love, and peace. Doesn't tuning into this intimate melody transform everyday life into something outstanding, facilitating a smooth entry into the boundless flow of existence? Imagine a world where everyone thrives, drawing strength from their true selves, where we are all interconnected and deeply rooted in the depths of our existence. In such a world, the external trappings of identity lose their significance, revealing a rich palette of limitless possibilities. It is through this harmonious interaction with the universe that a subtle awareness of the interwoven fabric of life emerges, encompassing the inexhaustible richness of our dimension. Instead of a pipe dream, the law of attraction becomes a tangible reality, unfolding its potential to create prosperity, love, and deep interconnectedness in all areas of human existence. In the turbulent waters of life's alternating ups and downs, the true value of selfless generosity is traced as a dominant theme. The habit of giving without asking for anything in return plays a key role in harmonizing with the universal law of attraction. Many people, without realizing it themselves, fall into the dangerous trap of having their giving overshadowed by the expectation or desire for reciprocation. This act, driven by a selfish desire for recognition and reward, distorts the very essence of true generosity by suppressing the pure and harmonious vibrancy that comes from true giving. This key element is essential to aligning with the abundance and prosperity the universe has to offer. Rhonda Byrne emphasizes this concept in her book, The Power. When you give, say to yourself, "I am in the infinite flow of giving and receiving." Experience the joy. An individual's inner world is transformed when he or she realizes that by giving from the heart, he or she sets off a chain reaction of generosity and acceptance. Giving opens channels for receiving benefits, because the universe is an inexhaustible source of all kinds of gifts that cannot be exhausted. This principle emphasizes the profound impact of selfless giving. It not only transforms the destinies of those who accept gifts, but also creates favorable conditions for the giver, bringing him into harmony with the boundless abundance of the universe. A life attitude that intertwines the joy of giving and the awareness of universal abundance strengthens the universal interconnectedness, increasing the flow of positive energy and prosperity in a variety of forms. Consciously avoiding selfish motivations and genuinely seeking to give out of love and a sense of abundance enhances the interaction with the law of attraction. This guarantees a continuous flow of abundance into and out of a person's life. However, choosing the wrong direction in self-knowledge can unwittingly weaken the power of the law of attraction, which is often what happens when a person falls into the trap. Often, being carried away by external attractiveness, mankind overlooks the untold treasures of the inner world and the all-encompassing connection with universal consciousness. Such neglect leads to disunity, alienating people from their true essence and from the inexhaustible richness that life offers. By embarking on the path of self-discovery, the individual is gradually freed from the shackles of the ego, revealing the boundless core of his or her true being. In this acceptance of the deeper self, the connection to universal abundance is strengthened, activating the power of the law of attraction. In essence, the application of the law of attraction is a profound inner journey that extends far beyond material aspirations and dreams. It is a process of self-realization, of courageously confronting vulnerabilities and casting aside ego-imposed limitations. Abandoning destructive habits, whether it's ignoring the present moment or avoiding introspection, clears the path to limitless abundance and fulfillment. Harmonizing with the universal flow allows one to smoothly manifest one's desires and immerse oneself in the infinite gifts of the universe, embodying true abundance and mastery in life. An outward expression, visible manifestation, or concrete manifestation of something, becoming available for perception.